So light areas on the boot that I see. I've mixed up in the tray. I have a mixture of black and brown right up here. So I'm going to first dip my brush in the water because I want it to be really diluted. And then I put in a little bit of some color up here like this. And if it's really watery like that, when you first put it in, it looks a little dark. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to pull some of that out so that it is truly a light value on the boot itself. Okay? Then I'm going to come over here again. Let's go over here. There's some more maybe right around in here that we have that's on the boot. And we can make this a little bigger than what we normally see. And once again, I'm just going to take, and now I'm going to pull this out a little bit so that it's only a real light application like those. So we have that here, a little bit over here. There might be a little bit of a line of some of that right up front over here as it comes out of the boot. Maybe a little bit right in here. Like that. So we're just looking for light areas over through here. As we come around, there's a pretty good light area right here on the front side of this strap. And it's going to come down all the way over here like this. So there's my first application. Then I'm going to pull this out. That's too dark. Kind of like that. Then let's go down here. It looks like from under the boot strap down here, I'm just going to kind of take a mark and it's going to come down all the way to the ring down here. And I'm just going to fill most of this. In fact, I'm going to fill this whole area in with this light value. Okay, this is the lightest value on the boot. And so from the very, very top up in here, we're going to have some light stuff. Now we're going to put some other dark stuff in on top of it later on, but that's going to be here. On the front side, let's just, we're going to leave a little bit of a gap. And we're going to come down like this. And there's a little bit of this value that's kind of in front of this area. And make that in a regular shape. This is kind of an irregular shape here. Like that. Pull out the extra. And then the final part on the side portion of the boot is right in here. That kind of comes back over up in this area like that. Now this is not going to look exactly like the boot yet. And it kind of comes down in front of this ring. Like that. Now I'm going to pull some of that value out so it's not quite as dark. Okay. There's a little bit of light area also. It looks like right in here, just along the side of the boot, on the bottom here like this, there's just a little bit of a light area right in through here as well. Now what we're doing here is we're trying to just identify and see where some of these areas are like that. Let's go and get also back down here underneath the strap. The strap comes across. It has some light value on the very, very bottom here like this. The bottom of the strap. And then kind of irregular. Then let's pull that out. So it's the light value. Like that. like maybe a little bit right in through here too, right? And maybe some more. And so what I'm doing is I'm seeing that there's some light area right in here. There's some light area back and over here. There's some light area in this area. There's a little bit of a band of some right over here. There's also, this is kind of a pinkish color that's on the straps themselves, but that's going to also be a little bit of a light area that we're going to hit as well. And this is just blocking in where we see light. We're going to define the details of it when we start adding in our next values. Okay, so don't panic if it doesn't look exactly like the finished product there. Okay, then finally on the strap, it looked like there were some areas up here. This can go all the way to the edge like that. And it just kind of stretches out a little bit along those lines. And then on the underneath side here of the strap itself too, there's some here like that. It goes across and then goes down the boot strap. Now if you, some people really outline the value areas a lot, and you can most certainly do that, but you don't necessarily have to. And so those are the areas where we're looking at the boot. The light is coming in from the side like this. It's striking these areas of the boot as it's coming across. Then as this is the shadow side, and so we're going to have, it's going to get darker as it kind of rolls across there. And so this is kind of the beginning point. And so we're going to put the next values in. It's going to gradually get darker and darker and darker as it rolls across. Like this will be a light area. Next to it we'll put in some darker values as we go. So a lot of times people will get a little bit frustrated or they're not sure exactly where things are going at the beginning because it hasn't started to take on the values that they're looking for. But that's a good start for us where we are. Let's take a pause on that.